fresh off a number one with Dirk Bentley. First off, how does that feel with having that one at number one?
Pretty wild. I mean, it feels weirdly like it just came out. And so for it to already be number one is pretty wild. And obviously, I mean, Dirks did us a favor by jumping on that one. So we're super thankful. We give him credit for all of that, for adding a 100% more cool to that song.
Did he say anything to you guys when it went number one here in Canada?
Yeah, he said, "Sweet, congrats." He said, "I love the song from the start." So glad it did what we thought it would. So that's he was super excited.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, we're super excited for you guys, too. Like we said, you are coming out with some new music, brand new song, Wastin' Whiskey. What can you tell us about this one?
This is like kind of a random one. I mean, I don't, maybe that's not the right word, but we obviously with the way like the world works now with TikTok and everything, we were like, well, we just been throwing up demos and doing the same thing on like Instagram and that to just see what people like. And this one kind of took off on just like the little tiniest clip of the demo. Took off on TikTok. And so we're like, you know what, if people want it, like if people like it, why don't we just release it? I mean, we live in the freaking 21st century where you can just, you know, if you have that direct connection and people like it, you can throw it up quick. And so we figured let's put it out, and we love it. We've been practicing it, getting ready to play it. And yeah, it's going to be exciting to see the marvels of technology.
Definitely. Well, you guys posted just some vocals of you singing to this song a couple of weeks ago, I remember, and just seeing the comments on there alone without even hearing like the additive of like instrumental and stuff. People were already excited about this one.
Yeah, people seem like it's so weird. Like I feel like as like a musician and a writer, you're always trying to find that thing that like connects with people, whatever. And like for all of the things that people complain about TikTok and social media, it is one of those things where if something connects, you know, like right away, right? Because it's just like, it'll connect to this person, which spirals into 2, which spirals into 4, into 8 and 16, just goes on and on. So you're like, damn, we probably got something with this one. So
definitely. Well, and you guys are always having fun on social media too, like always getting up to crazy antics as a band.
Yeah, we that is one thing I feel like it exposes like all sides of your personality when you're doing that social media stuff. We obviously did like that pain harmonica thing, which was just like us goofing around, didn't expect it to be anything. And then next thing you know, it's got like 5 million views or something like that. It's like, well, I guess people just like seeing other people get hurt. I guess that's the moral of the story.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's definitely keeping your fans entertained. And I know, like I said, you guys have been keeping so busy, actually getting ready to head out on the road with Dallas Smith coming up this spring too. You guys must be so excited to be coming back home to Canada.
Oh, we are so fired up. Like it's been that we were supposed to have done that tour last year. And then obviously like everyone thought that things were going to open up and they didn't. And so it feels like we've been like waiting to do this for so long now. I feel like we're just so excited. There was that weird little period last year where there was like shows in the fall, most places in Canada, like socially distanced and stuff. And I feel like prior to that, we were all kind of like, I don't know, can we still do this thing? And then those shows were like, okay, yes, we still can do this. And also it's a lot of fun. And so I feel like now we're just like raring to go, chomping at the bit. Like we started rehearsing for a tour. We started rehearsing for that tour in January. That tour is not till May, but we're just like, we just want to play, right? You just want to do something. And so it's going to be so good. And also goes without saying that the last tour we did was Game On tour. And that was like January, February. I am very excited to be touring Canada in May and June instead of January, February, because this is like the worst thing, being covered in snow, like, and then everyone's walking, trouncing through the bus with freaking snow all over their boots and your socks are always wet. So that part is like maybe the part I'm looking forward to the most.
No,
So.
definitely. And I feel like country music fans are just that much crazier too when it's nicer weather out, right?
Oh, 100%. There's like, as Canadians, I feel like we feel that sense of like climate suppression through the course of the winter where you're just like stuck inside and the air is dry and your eyes are red all the time. And so instead of having our eyes red from that, we'll have our eyes red from pollen instead. That's what we'll all be dealing with, I'm sure, at the time.
Well, we cannot wait to see you guys out on the road. It's going to be a crazy fun time for you guys because it's basically just like a family reunion with everybody that's on this tour.
It really is. I mean, we're so excited. I mean, we haven't seen, well, I guess we got to see JoJo at the CCMAs, but that was the first time. Like we'd written with a bunch with him over Zoom. Same with Megan. And I mean, it's just like there's so many people on that tour. It's basically a festival on wheels. So it's gonna be so good to see everybody. And then obviously Dallas, and then Dallas's whole band we're pretty tight with. So it'll be a good time. We're gonna have to pace ourselves because it's like basically 2 months, and so we've got like well, you guys are early in like the mix, relatively speaking. By the time we get out east, it's going to be like, you're done. So
Oh, but it's gonna be a blast though. Like kind of paying off for like the 2 years of not really, like you said, doing many shows. So you guys are gonna be like so full of energy, I think, even with the 2 months of touring.
100%. That's the thing. And like the exciting thing is that's kind of like leading into festival season. And so it's just like a nice little like ramp right into it. And then it's like, we're ready to away to the races. So we will not be complaining one bit about like long drives or late nights or any of that stuff. It'll be like, I don't want to hear any complaining from anybody because this is what we've been waiting for.
Definitely. Now you mentioned heading out on festivals. What's one of your favorite things about outdoor country music festivals?
I feel like probably just like there is a specific energy that you only get outside when it's like totally open. It's like it feels bigger. Like doing indoor gigs is really cool because it's dark no matter what time of day it is, right? So that's really cool, especially in like northern Canada when it's like light until freaking 10:30 at night. But playing outside, it just I don't know. I'm like a bit of an outdoorsman myself, and so anytime you can do anything outside, it feels cooler. But it's just like it's like louder and more intense, and just feels more like to sound like a hippie. Just like feels more free or something doing it outside, you know.
Well, and the things that you see at country music festivals, you're definitely not going to see in arenas when you look out in the audience.
The clientele, the people you see at a festival would be kicked out of an arena in like 10 seconds. That is one thing I'm thankful for festivals is that it's a lot harder to contain smells in a festival setting. If you had the people who haven't showered in 4 days at an arena, you'd be like, I can't even be in here anymore.
I don't know how you guys keep like a straight face too. Like when you're looking out into the crowd, like I know you can see like that first couple of feet sometimes, and like sometimes, like I said, you see like the craziest things out there. So big props to you guys for trying to keep like a straight face most of the times.
It's wild, man. And we do that. We do a little bit sometimes where we bring someone up on stage to auction them off, and we always try to bring like the craziest, like whoever looks the craziest in the crowd, we bring up, and you get people out there licking like Speedos and like just like Canadian flag Speedos and stuff.
Definitely. Well, you have a little history too when it comes to like doing auctioneering, right?
Yeah, my dad's an auctioneer, so he sells cows for a living. So it comes honest enough, if you could say that. So
can you give us a little example of you doing auctioneering, if you could do it?
Oh man, it's been so long. I'm not practiced, but my dad was just here, so it should have like transferred to my brain. Hey, I'm going to go 2.5, to go 2.5, to go 5, to go 7.5, to go 10, but to go 12.5, to go 15, but to go 17.5, to go 20, but to go 20.5, to go 25, to go 27.5, to go 30. Blast sold. I screwed up a little bit. It's been a while. I got to get my chops back up. That's actually a good reminder.
There you go. That's awesome. Well, of course, we got some questions for you. We always have like some fan submitted questions that we like to do here on the show. Some of them are a little wild. Some of them are a little more tame, like this one here. If you could be in the Guinness World Book of Records, what record-breaking attempt would you want to go and do? Would you like come up with one maybe of your own, or is there one that like you've thought about, like I could do this better than what this record is?
Oh man, that's a good one. I feel like what is something that might be talking fast. That is something that on that note that is like just ingrained in my brain from a young age. I feel like I could probably do. I don't want to be something weird. You know how there's that dude who won for like longest fingernails? And it was like he like grew his fingernails for like 80 years. It's like, okay, cool, dude. And how does that working out? How's your iPhone texting going? But probably talking fast. That's gonna be that's the one.
Now, if you could have an endless supply of any food or drink, what would it be and why?
Oh man, that's a steak. It would be steak. I'm like, we grew up on a farm. We had cows, and so we would. I'm not like we would eat steak no less than once a week, usually twice a week. We always had like a full beef in the freezer, and then you get to the end and you're just eating like liver and stuff. But it would be steak, just straight up, ribeye, T-bone, sirloin, doesn't matter.
Now the big question: how do you like your steak cooked?
I like it medium, and it's like I guess a little bit more rare than medium, like on the rare side of medium. You gotta, you don't want it still mooing when it's on your plate, but it's got to have a little bit of flavor left to it.
Definitely. All right, one more here for you. If you could listen to only one album for the rest of your life, which album would it be?
Oh man, it would either be man, that's a tough question. It would probably either be I'm gonna give you like three, and then I'll probably pick one. It would either be Carolina or Chief, the albums by Eric Church, or it would be $5 Bill by Core Blunt. There's that like one of his earlier albums. That album's like, those are three albums that you could put on and all the songs on them are good.
That's right. I was surprised you didn't mention Dierks Bentley a little bit.
I should have, but it's like, maybe I should have. I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard to pick those things. Cause then I'm like, but should you pick something classic like Zeppelin 4 or like Pink Floyd or something? But also like, I was also thinking about longevity. Do you know what I mean? Like if you listen to those Eric Church albums, there's ups, there's downs, there's drinking songs. If you put on a Pink Floyd album for the rest of your life, like it's gonna be grim. You know what I mean? It's like nighttime all the time.
Definitely. And of course, too, while we're on the conversation of music here, what is one of your favorite songs to perform live when you guys are out on the road?
Probably favorite one. It would either be for two different reasons. Would either be Chills because it's just like so like intense, and so like it's like kind of like, you know, you get to live your childhood rock star dreams when you do that one, or Lawn Chair. Because people still like, as being our first single is crazy, but people still go bananas for that song. It's just like got a vibe to it that people like connect to. So that one's like always so much fun to me. Like as like the dude singing that song, there's nothing I could do to screw that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I could like forget every word and like sing out of tune and like fall off the stage and like people would still enjoy it. It's like you're on house money once you get to that point.
Definitely. Now, speaking about falling off the stage, have you ever had any stage mishaps, you or the guys?
I mean, we've had a lot of like slips on stage and like when it gets raining or like some spills their beer or whatever. Bobby one time jumped on the stage when we were playing a little like tiny bar and smacked his head off a speaker and like knocked himself out for like 2 minutes. That was bad. Probably the worst one that I specifically had we went up to like play the first song of our set at the Phoenix in Toronto. I think we were opening up for Brothers Osborne. Maybe it was like pretty exciting for us. It was like in 2017 or 16. And when I hit the first note and I stepped on my patch cord, we didn't have any wireless gear or anything yet. And like literally went to hit the first chord and it was like, and like, I like literally just had to own it and was like, okay, just grabbed it, plugged it back in, and we started the show. It was like, in that instance, when any of those things happen, you just have to own it. There's no way to like recover from that and try and like hide it, you know?
Definitely. Now, of course, while we're here still talking about music and everything as well, you did like one of your dream duets with Dierks Bentley. Now, who is the next one you guys would like to have featured on a song with you?
Oh man, it would probably be either Eric Church or Hardy would be pretty cool too. Hardy's sick, so
I think you guys and Hardy would just be like a blast on a song together.
I'm kind of hoping because he's like leaning into this like rock metal thing, and I've been like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been listening to a lot of like heavy metal lately. I don't know what it is, just gearing up for tour season, and I bought this like crazy. I posted it on my Instagram, but I bought this like crazy like thrash metal guitar, and so I'm like, I feel like if we did like a duet with Hardy, we could just do like a crazy like shredding solo thing, and like that'd be so sick. So maybe that's it. Well, I mean, you could also do that with Eric Church because he does like heavy stuff too.
Exactly. Speaking about guitars too, do you have like nicknames for your guitars or names for them? Like I know some people do.
I don't. I guess I should. I mean, I don't. Maybe it's just like my brain, the way my brain works is like I would get too connected. I'm really bad for like not holding on to stuff like that for sentimental value. I have like a couple guitars that I had when I was really young, and I'm like, okay, I got to keep that. But they're also really nice guitars. But then other ones, like my acoustic that I play everywhere is so beat up. Like I literally, like when I show up to write, I don't even bring a case. I just throw the guitar in the truck and go and like play it. And I'm like, okay, this is the thing. So I feel like it would make me feel bad if I actually named them. It would feel like depressing or something.
Well, we won't keep you too much longer here, James. If there's one thing you could say to fans about this brand new song coming out March 25th with Wasting Whiskey, what would you say to them?
Hope everybody likes it. We're really excited. I know a lot of people have been bugging us for a while about it online, and we're excited for everybody to finally hear it. If you hear it, let us know. If you like it, if you don't like it, don't let us know. And come out and see us play live when we're out with Dallas or at a festival or whatever. we're excited to play, excited to keep writing, excited to get the new music out. So,
oh, that's awesome. Well, we're excited for you guys. So many big things coming up over the next couple months. James, as always, so great to catch up with you.
thank you so much, and we'll see you relatively soon.